The city never slept, but for Sarah Dawson, 2:33 a.m. was a time she'd rather not be awake. Yet here she was, standing on her balcony, overlooking a skyline that pulsed with life while her heart pounded with a terror she couldn't explain. It started exactly a week ago. Every night at the same hour, time seemed to vanish. Clocks reset, phones glitched. Security cameras recorded nothing but static. No one else noticed except her. She tested it. She set up cameras, watched the street, even kept a stopwatch running. But every time 2:33 a.m. arrived, a black void replaced her memories. And when she checked the footage, it was as if the world had simply skipped forward an hour. Tonight, she was determined. Armed with a wristwatch that wasn't connected to any digital system, she stared at the second hand ticking down. 2:32 a.m. A shadow shifted on the street below. A tall man in a long coat, motionless as if waiting for something. Her breath hitched as the watch trembled on her wrist. 2:33 a.m. Darkness swallowed her. Then a sharp gasp. She was falling. Or was the world around her shifting? She landed with a jolt, but not on the balcony. No, she was somewhere else entirely. A sterile white room. Fluorescent lights hummed above. A long mirror stretched across one wall. She knew instantly this was a one-way glass. Someone was watching her. She turned. The man from the street was there. "You weren't supposed to notice," he said, his voice a mixture of intrigue and warning. Sarah backed up, her hands trembling. "Notice what? What's happening? Where am I?" The man sighed as if burdened by a great weight. Every night at 2:33 a.m., this city resets. Everything, everyone. It's been happening for years. But somehow you're immune. And that, Miss Dawson, makes you very valuable. Her mind whirled. Reset? That's impossible. It doesn't matter if you believe it. He took a step closer, his presence suffocating. What matters is that others will come looking for you now. And trust me, they won't ask questions before making you disappear. Sarah's blood turned to ice. Who are you? A slow smile crept across his face. Think of me as your only way out. But if we're going to survive the next vanishing hour, we need to move. Now. The lights flickered. An eerie alarm blared through hidden speakers. Sarah had no choice. She took his outstretched hand, and together they ran into the unknown. They ran through endless white corridors, alarms screaming behind them. Doors slammed shut as invisible forces tried to contain them. The man whom she now knew as Elias moved with purpose, guiding her through the labyrinth. Finally, they burst into an open chamber. In the center stood a massive control panel, pulsing with an eerie blue glow. "This is it," Elias said breathlessly. "The core of the reset mechanism?" Sarah hesitated. "If we stop this, what happens?" "We free everyone," Elias said, "but we have to do it now." She took a deep breath and placed her hands on the console. The moment she did, memories flooded back, fragments of lives erased, people trapped in loops, entire histories rewritten. She screamed as the knowledge overwhelmed her. Then she saw a button labeled asterisk override. Asterisk, she slammed it. A blinding light engulfed them. The alarms cut out. The room trembled, and then silence. When Sarah opened her eyes, she was back on her balcony. The city stretched before her, untouched yet different. The clock read 2:34 a.m. For the first time in years, time had moved forward. Elias stood beside her, smiling. "You did it," Sarah exhaled shakily. "No more resets?" "No more resets." She turned to him, a new fire in her eyes. "Then let's find out what they were hiding." And together, they stepped into a world that was finally free. If you enjoyed this, please like and subscribe. Leave a comment on the type of stories you want more of. I love storytelling. Thank you, and please also turn on your notifications.